Hello everybody, welcome back to Channel Grantito. I am your humble host Grantito, and today we're taking another look at one of Mattel's latest figures. Are you ready? Bam! This is the Camp Cretaceous Mattel Sinoceratops. A brand new mold, a brand new sculpt, and a wonderful birthday gift from my awesome girlfriend. Thank you, Sarah. This episode's for you, lovey. Mwah. So without further ado, let's get this bad boy out of the packaging. Okay, well here is the Sinoceratops out of the packaging, and I have to give Mattel major kudos because this figure is absolutely awesome. The details on the face are spot on to the dinosaur that's seen in the movie. You know, they got all the spikes on the frill and stuff, the holes, you know, they got the holes through the frill, the side spikes, and you know, just the overall shape of the face. You know, it looks just absolutely perfect. The only flaw I have with the face really is the horn, which I feel is a little bit too big. I think it was actually more like, you know, maybe this long. Definitely not as long as was portrayed here, but honestly, that's just kind of a small, like, you know, that's a small issue compared to some of the other figures that have been in the line. The body is also very, very nice. There are all kinds of wonderful details in this figure, from lots of bumps all over its body, has very bumpy skin, to all these like little skin folds that are on the legs here. Like, look at that. Very much like a rhinoceros or an elephant or some kind of large mammalian animal. You know, they really just went all out on the detail for like a $20 figure. Really, really impressive. One thing you may notice is that this Sinoceratops is not sporting the green and beige and orange color scheme that you saw in Fallen Kingdom. It's actually sporting what I believe is the alpine skin from Jurassic World Evolution, which also made an appearance on most of the Sinoceratops in Camp Cretaceous. The one that pulls the kids out of the gyrosphere was gray. A lot of the ones that are in the background are also gray, which is kind of weird because, you know, the green color scheme isn't that bad. But, you know, I kind of do like the gray on this a little bit more. I think it's time that we go for the action features. So, much like all the other Roarivores, actually, I don't think this one is a Roarivore. I'm pretty sure it's like Soundstrike. Yeah, that's Soundstrike. So, you grip the tail here, and you can twist it, make its head move like that. So, it kind of looks like it's fighting or something. But if you could do it up and down, you get to... Oh! Right. So if you move the tail up and down, the dinosaur's head will move up and down, and it will make some sounds. And that's one thing I was really excited about this figure for, was the sound effects. So I'm going to hold it right up by the camera, and I'm going to let you guys have a listen. Now, if you know your Jurassic Park dinosaur sounds, you will know that that sound actually comes from the Stegosaurs in the Lost World Jurassic Park. Now, although I would have kind of preferred that Mattel use original Sinoceratops sounds, like maybe recordings from Jurassic World Evolution or Camp Cretaceous, considering they had the rights to it, I'm not displeased. I never thought they would use that sound effect in an herbivorous dinosaur, and I'm kind of glad that they did. You know, I never expected it to be in one of their dinosaur toys, and although we don't have an electronic Stegosaurus or anything like that, I'm kind of glad that the sound's being used here. I think there's another one. Let me cycle through the sounds. Hold on. Yep, that's another Stegosaurus sound. Go for another one. I don't know what that one was. I think it was like a diarrhea fart. I don't really know, but we'll go for another sound. And that's the one. Yes! That's the Stegosaurus sound that I know and love. Oh, yeah. So, sounds, you know, although they're not Sinoceratops, I'm really satisfied with them. Now, I think it's time for some comparisons. So, we have this awesome, beautiful Sinoceratops here. Really awesome. Looks like a big rhino dinosaur. Super duper cool. You know what we got about 2 years earlier? Garbage. This Sinoceratops... Get out of the way. Stop it. Quit being perfect. This Sinoceratops here is absolute trash. Okay, big, bulky, ugly green, not fully painted on the body. And it's missing so many details because Mattel, you know, they didn't bother to check in with Universal. They're like, oh, it looks like a Pachyrhinosaurus from a distance. I guess I'll just go for it. Oh, a Sinoceratops? Look at it, it looks like a bighorn sheep, it's all clunky. Listen to the sounds on this one. Yeah, just normal generic dinosaur noises. I will admit, you know, the clunkiness and like the head, yeah. Like the head movements of this one feel a lot tougher, so you know, if you're gonna be doing like a little, if you're playing with these toys, which I personally don't, and you know, you're making them fight, this one feels a little weaker and a little less like conjointed, but this, you know, that feels like you can actually fight with it, but the stupid thing doesn't have any horns, so what's even the point? You're just, you know what? Bumpy, teach this thing a lesson. Okay, thank God that stupid thing's out of here. Thank you, Bumpy, for your little cameo. Will you ever shut up? So, the Grantito final verdict on this figure. I'm gonna give this thing a 9.1. It doesn't get a 10 because, you know, there could have been a whole lot more done with the paint. The horn could have been shortened a little bit, and of course they could have used movie-accurate sounds. But for what it's worth, you know, like a $15 or $20 figure, this is definitely one you're going to want in the collection. It's got an absolutely just amazing sculpt. It just looks fantastic, really. And I think it's cool that they brought the paint scheme from the game, the Alpine skin. That's also really cool. You know, the sounds that it has, it's not T-Rex sounds, so I'm totally fine with that. It's actually cool that they use Stegosaurus sounds. So, you know, if you're a Mattel collector, or you like just collecting dinosaur toys in general, or if you got kids, this is definitely going to be a pretty little piece for the mantle. I definitely recommend this one if you are into herbivores or ceratopsians, because this one, much like with its big nose horn, it definitely sticks out amongst the rest. I hope you guys enjoyed this Mattel review. There are many more on the way. I also plan to do some sculpting videos involving the dinosaurs from Chaos at Kerwood, so expect to see one about the Microceratus or one of the other ones for the show. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye!